Hey guys, it's William. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make a super summery and European recipe. We are going to make churros, which are actually from Spain. So this is why I'm pulling out this weird accent. But we are basically going to make amazing homemade, no-fried churros. These taste amazing, yet are super light since we are not going to fry anything. Of course, it's not exactly like the fried stuff you can find in ferias or in cities like Madrid in Spain, but it's still super good and people love them. So I'm sure that you're going to love them too. So let's get right into it. Alright, so today we are going to start by making an actual choux dough. So this is a pretty traditional French choux dough recipe. And I'm first of all going to pour some tap water in a sauce pot, to which I'm going to add some butter and a bit of granulated white sugar. I'm also going to add a very nice pinch of salt. This will add flavor to our choux dough. And I'm then going to put this on the stove and let it melt gently. We are looking for very small bubbles, but definitely not crazy hot temperatures. Alright, once everything is melted, you can add your all-purpose flour, and then this will look weird, but you will have to basically mix everything with your spatula. Try to actually use a wooden spoon, and you are going to dry this out for about 3 to 4 minutes on a medium heat, and you're gonna mix this constantly to basically cook the flour and dry the mixture out, and you will actually see a difference, and then we can move on to the next step. This is good and dry, so now I'm just going to transfer this weird dough in another bowl, basically because we need to cool this down before adding the eggs. This is key to have nice puffed up choux or eclairs. You need to make sure that your base dough is actually not so hot before adding the first egg. So I'm just going to beat it up with my spatula or wooden spoon, and it will take about 5 minutes. This is great, so now we are going to add 3 large eggs, and I'm going to mix very well with my wooden spoon between each addition to make sure that each egg is incorporated before adding the other, and then you will end up with a super smooth and gorgeous batter. Our batter is absolutely gorgeous, so we are going to put it in a piping bag so that we can actually pipe our churros on a baking sheet covered with some parchment paper. And I'm basically going to pipe out my churros and use a pair of scissors to cut them out. And as you can see, I tried 2 different piping nozzles and I actually had a preference for the smaller one. This is great. Our churros are ready to be baked in our preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius, which is 390 in Fahrenheit, and we're gonna bake them for about 20 minutes until they are super dry and super golden brown. And once they're baked, you can transfer them onto a cooling rack to make sure that they are not too moist. Time to work on flavors now, so I'm basically going to make a cinnamon sugar, mixing some granulated white sugar with some cinnamon. You can also add to this some vanilla extract, and you are basically going to spread this on a plate, and then I'm going to brush my beautiful churros with some melted butter. This will not only add flavor, but will also help the sugar stick to the churros. It is very important here, and you wouldn't have to do this if you were frying your churros. And once your churros are covered in butter, you are going to dip them in the sugar. Our churros are looking absolutely gorgeous, so now we have to make a key element when it comes to eating churros, which is the super thick and chocolatey sauce. Today we are going to make a very simple and straightforward ganache, since it actually tastes exactly the same and is much more easy to make than the chocolate sauce you usually find in Spain. So we are going to chop up some chocolate. I'm using super dark chocolate, and I'm going to add to that some cream, and then I'm going to melt this in a bain-marie, which is a double boiler, and I suggest whisking constantly and you will end up with the best sauce ever. And that's it. It was that easy to make homemade and delicious churros that are actually healthier than churros, because these are not healthy at all, to be honest, because there's a lot of butter and flour and everything, but we do not care on this YouTube channel. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe, and don't forget to find the entire list of ingredients in the description box down below if you want to recreate it, along with my social media, so Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a like and a comment if you want to chat. I'll be very happy to respond, and I will see you very soon for another amazing recipe. Bye!